Basically, what's going on is that due to the tariff situation, which has been wreaking absolute havoc on the small business maker market, starting at the beginning of this year, we have no choice but to raise our prices just to stay alive. I've tried to mitigate it. I've tried to defer it for as much as possible, for as long as possible, but it's reached a point where my material costs are nearly double what they used to be in some spaces, and it's just not sustainable. So the good news is that we're not going to implement these prices increases until the beginning of the year. So that's January 1st, 2026. So if you've got that one piece that's really caught your eye, that keeps you up at night, now's the time. You've got from now until New Year's Day to treat yourself, stock up on gifts, whatever you need, we'll be there for you. We'll take care of you. And seriously, guys, thank you so much for your understanding, for your support of what it takes to keep a small business like this alive under these changes. You're really making a dream come true for us.
He might be lucky, but not so many are. Some of them had to shut down their business. Like, you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it for years. And then this new administration comes in, and then within 11 months, it's all gone downhill. We all know who's responsible. You all gotta eat and keep the lights on.
I'm Sarah of Sarah Wells Bags. We make breastfeeding gear for new postpartum moms. And I was here today with Representative Walkinshaw, and I'm so appreciative that he took the time to hear my small business story and so many others. This has been a devastating year for small businesses like mine. The tariffs have been just an incredible burden to the cost of our products, our supply chain, and we know that it's impacting the consumers, the new families that need the diaper bags and strollers and other kinds of gear for their family life and to keep their babies safe. And I really wanted to come and make my voice heard on how small businesses really need support from Congress right now. So I'm very appreciative of this opportunity to share my story.
Hey guys, if you can, support your small local businesses, because they definitely need more than these big corporations.
This story just dropped and it's flying under the radar. One of the most iconic American brands is shutting down production for an entire year. Jim Beam is pausing bourbon production at its Kentucky distillery starting January 2026. Not slowing down or cutting back, fully paused. Why? The company says overseas demand collapsed after trade retaliation and consumer boycotts tied to Trump's trade policies. Exports to Canada and other markets reportedly dropped by as much as 80%. This isn't abstract trade policy. This is real workers, real jobs, real communities. Nearly 1,500 jobs are tied to this operation. And this is happening in Kentucky, a deep red state, a place where bourbon is culture and identity. Supporters of tariffs always say the pain is temporary, but a year-long shutdown isn't theoretical. It's a cost showing up on people's doorsteps. Yes, drinking habits are changing. Yes, the spirit industry has oversupply issues, but the company itself points to trade fallout as a major driver. When people say trade wars are easy to win, this is what losing looks like. American products not being made, American workers paying the price.
One of our vendors who we were planning on advertising this fourth quarter unfortunately went out of business. Hopefully they'll be able to pick back up in 2026, but our vendors are paying hundreds of thousands, even millions in tariffs. It's just not sustainable. We're seeing major layoffs of their vendors, which is affecting our ability to place orders, pay bills. It's been a challenge.
My God, this is Trump's economy.
I spoke with coffee shop owners around the district to see how they're handling the tariffs.
The cheapest coffee we have on right now is $21, right? $2 more. And a lot of that has to do with the tariff.
Our orders that it was supposed to be like $1,000, now it's like $1,300.
And we've seen with the Trump tariffs in 2018, where we have really data, there was really a complete passover of the prices to domestic consumers.
I asked coffee shop owners if they've been able to absorb that extra charge.
We might have to eat a little bit of that, but of course it's going to get passed on and we're going to have to find some other solution.
These coffee shop owners say that they're really struggling with doing business in such uncertain times.
The uncertainty is the worst part almost. Prices have gone up, I'd say, across the board. You're seeing it even at supermarkets. And I would say it's like the worst is yet to come.
In that situation, is not much we can do. It's really not much we can do. Just waiting for the best. Customer will also have to. Okay. Do you know what? Would pay a little bit extra.
Yeah, a big miss on the ADP payrolls. The private payroll company saying private payroll shed 32,000 workers in November. That's the fourth negative number in the past 6 months for this series. Take a look here. The estimate was for 40,000, so the street was off on this one. And how did you get there? Well, goods producing shed 19,000 workers, service producing shedding 13,000 workers. But the big story here, and I'll show you more detail on this, is what's happening with small business, down 120,000. Medium and large business doing okay, up 51 and 39,000 respectively. But take a look at this chart here. Virtually all of the job losses have come from small business, which has been negative in 6 of 7 months since April. Without those losses, ADP numbers would actually be positive, but you can't get rid of, or you can't exclude small business. And then you look at it by sector. Well, we've seen those two sectors do it. Education, health services, leisure, hospitality leading the way, but manufacturing down, information down, and professional business services down.
Trump has literally no positive job news. Even if they try to manipulate the numbers, it still looks bad for the year.
Now, Congressman James Walkinshaw yesterday met with all kinds of business owners, a bookstore owner, someone who remodels homes, a woman who sells specialized breastfeeding equipment and requires overseas manufacturing. I talked to the owner of Weird Brothers Coffee. It's a 3-store family-owned coffee shop chain in Northern Virginia, who tells me that the cost of doing business has increased 5-fold for him over the last 5 years, but the tariffs are really the final straw.
It is a struggle. It is a huge struggle. We are doing our best to cut corners, to make ends meet, to do what we can. Sometimes we have to cut back hours. Sometimes we have to pay attention to how many people we keep on our payroll. We have to continually look for different vendors to give us the best deal that we can find to keep the wheels running.
So guys, I think I have to close my business, and I'm not being funny, I'm not joking. If you don't know me, my name is Lisa. I'm the CEO and founder of Mavo Care, which is a feminine health supplement brand that has helped over 70,000 women get rid of their BV yeast infections, and over 2,000 women get rid of fibroids, PCOS, and hormone imbalance issues. So I've been running this business myself for the past 5 years, alone. I mean, I've had assistants and stuff like that, but alone. And this year, because of Donald Trump, like actually the tariff situation back in March, and it is now December, I experienced a delay in shipment of our product that was making the most money and the most sales, which is our Mama's Remedy hormone vitamin. And it was a 12-week delay. It was a small shipment that we got in. It took 12 weeks as opposed to, I'm sorry, it wasn't 12 weeks. It was 16 weeks it took, and it was supposed to only take 8. A delay like that for a small business that's reordering in small amounts, especially for something that they just launched that was doing well and going viral on TikTok, is detrimental, okay? And it is so detrimental that we pretty much have run out of cash. And I've been trying my best. It's been a really rough road to try to make sure we keep the lights on. But guys, I think that we've hit a fork in the road. And unless I get some type of cash injection, or if I raise money, or if I raise any type of capital, I will probably have to shut this down within the next couple weeks. So if you are a Mavo Care supporter, if Mavo Care has impacted your life, if you're someone that has benefited from our products, please interact with this. Or if you have any business advice, if you have any advice for me on what to do, we're running out of inventory. I don't know what to do. I haven't posted in a long time because I've been pretty much depressed, which is really crazy to admit on the internet. I would probably not put this on Instagram. But if you guys support me and support this business, please let me know, what do you think I should do?
Man, this is so sad. Guys, y'all can go and support all of the people we've covered. Yo, a little bit goes a long way. I just closed my nail shop also after almost 9 years in business, but let's continue trusting God and let's stay in prayer for each other. But let me know what your thoughts are with small businesses struggling in Trump's economy. Leave your comments down below. If it's your first time to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you haven't checked out this video, I'm sure you're definitely going to enjoy it. But nevertheless, I will see you guys when I see you, and also support your local small business. Peace.